Regular viewers will know that we've been abroad before, but this time I had a new excuse, joining a trip with MCI Tours down to the south of France for that famous endurance race, the Bol d'Or. But more of that in a later programme. This is about another sort of endurance ride, the 750 miles to get there. The first leg was a thrash across northern France. Pretty uninspiring autoroutes most of the time, but they do have regular eateries to brighten the journey, and best of all, I had a new VFR 800 to play with. Passing through villages and traffic-free open countryside, you knew you were in France all right, but we did have one mishap. At our hotel, I asked tour leader ALISTAIR McFarlane what had happened.
Well, we had a young lady on our tour today. She's on a CBR 400, and unfortunately, she had soft luggage on the back, and the soft luggage came unstuck. I've talked to Emma. Emma's actually in hospital at the moment, but she's recovering fine. She's had a bang on the head, and she's in there for observation. She tells me that she checked at Calais that everything was properly adjusted. It seems that a bungee has let go, the soft luggage has moved over, and it's jammed the rear wheel. Now, that's a frightening thing to happen, Jeff, at any kind of speed. But when you're on the autoroute and you're perhaps tramping on a bit, 70, 80 miles an hour, for the rear wheel to lock up, that challenges anybody's skills. And sadly, she went down the road with the bike.
Well, this is it, day two. When I say this is it, I'm in my hotel room, obviously. But this is the start of the trip from Dijon down to the Bol d'Or, 450 miles today. We did 350 miles yesterday, which was plenty, ridiculous speeds. Someone had a slight tumble, which we can all do without. But overall, not too bad. I've now got to pack all my bags, which you can see around me here. The sky's not looking too bad, fairly blue in fact. Better than it was first thing at 6:30 this morning when ALISTAIR had told us to get up. But it's looking okay, so we should have a good day's riding today. Breakfast over, bags packed and route checked, we were on our way. Yet more autoroutes, but following a stop for lunch while the rain subsided, we set off through the magnificent Ardèche Gorge. What a view and what a road. More twists and turns than a politician's answers. This road was mega. I can't show you the best bits because I was enjoying myself too much decking the VFR's pegs, but believe me, it was something else. Eventually, as darkness fell, we arrived in Toulon, where after a good night's sleep, we stopped long enough for the team to carry out some essential, major, and not so essential maintenance, while I made a quick call back to Paul. Hi Paul, morning to you. How you doing? What do you mean it's early? No, it's not. Oh, sorry mate. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here. It's only 8 o'clock there, isn't it? Forgotten that. I'm in the south of France. I told you I was going. I did, because when I said it, you said bowl to it or something, and I thought you meant Bol d'Or. Oh, you didn't mean Bol d'Or. You were swearing at me. Oh, sorry, Paul, I hadn't realised that. Anyway, it's very nice here. It's down at Toulon, and the sun's out, and I'm off to the race meeting today. And so, sorry you've missed it, Paul. Perhaps this communication thing, we really ought to get things clear, but not to worry. Okay, anyway, look, I'll see you when I get back. It'll be 2 or 3 days to go, and but have a nice time, won't you? It's raining in Manchester. Oh, well, never mind. Back to bed, Paul. He's hopeless, hopeless. So while Paul languished under the sheets, I asked ALISTAIR about our punishing schedule and the special nature of this trip.
It was a long way from the north to the south of France, but thankfully we had a stopover in Dijon after 350 miles. And if we hadn't decided to go around the Ardèche, it'd have been another 350 miles down here. But for the people who went round the Ardèche, it was 70 miles of just glorious riding and really what made the whole journey worthwhile.
Now we came with you before to Lille back in May. The weather wasn't like this then, but it was like it was yesterday, raining and whatnot. But how different is this one? What's so special about the trip to the Bol?
Well, I think it's a different kind of experience, Jeff. When we're going on tour and we're going to destination cities, we're going to see specific things in specific locations. But here, we're down here partly for the ride on the way down and partly to go and see what's happening down at the circuit. And it does attract a different sort of person. We've got people here, enthusiastic riders on sports bikes, going at a pace and enjoying things like the Ardèche in the way that the Ardèche should be enjoyed. Flat out riding on a good bike.
Tell us something about the hotels that you pick and the restaurants. What sort of work goes into these?
Well, we get we do a recce for every tour, Jeff. We come out over here, we have a good look round, and what we're looking for is 3-star, 4-star quality accommodation. We're taking away people who are middle-aged. We're not going to insult them by putting them in youth hostels or putting them in tented accommodation. We want people to enjoy quality accommodation on a quality guided tour, and that really is the keynote of what we're about with MCI Tours.
So what do his customers have to say?
This is the first time that I've actually used an organised tour service. Previously, I, along with colleagues, have organised my own activities, and whilst that's gives you a lot of freedom, this gives you more freedom in another way, because it means that you can just ring one telephone number and someone does the rest for you. And I have to say that in retrospect, when I look back, I rather prefer that which we are seeing this time. It's a totally different freedom. It means that I can get to places that someone has been to before and help me to get there and help me to tell me what to look for when I get there.
I think what appeals to me about an organised tour is the fact that it's very flexible. If you like, you can have everything organised for you. You can ride as a member of a large group. On the other hand, if you like, just one or two of you. And I think the other thing that's quite good is the informality of it. Again, it's not like a normal package type holiday. There's a lot of friendship, you meet a lot of interesting people, good chance to have a few beers afterwards.
Today's a rest day. It's a Sunday of our 5-day tour, and it's one where we don't really have any requirement to go anywhere. We could go back up to the track today, but we did that yesterday. I think today we're going to have an easy day. I've just taken the opportunity to do a bit of maintenance on the bike, which really is little more than adjust the chain and put some chain lube on it. It was very wet coming down here, so that's been washed off, so that needed to be done. And we're just going to have a quiet day. We're going to go down to look at Toulon, which is a fabulous looking place. It's a Portsmouth on the Mediterranean by the looks of it from here. And we live near Portsmouth, so it'll be interesting to go down and have a look around the town, walk along the seafront, look at the ships and do some cafes.
Well, that's about it from the sunny south of France. But you've heard just a few of the impressions from people who go touring for all sorts of different reasons. Some who joined a party tour like this one and thoroughly enjoyed it. Other people might prefer to travel solo. But whatever you do, explore the potential of your bike, take it abroad, see Europe, enjoy this weather, enjoy the rain too, no worries there. But whatever you do, use your bike. It's wasted doing anything else.